Hello and welcome to Skybound Bricks. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to upgrade your LEGO Indiana Jones plane chase to just give it a bit more pizzazz and make it look a bit better. Now before we get into it, consider liking and subscribing so you can stay in the loop. Let's get into it. First things first is the tail section. What you can do first is you can swap out the little ones, the little curved pieces, for larger ones. And then next thing you can do is upgrade the actual stabilizer, and I will show you guys a little building tutorial for that right in a moment. The rudder upgrade is fairly simple, so what you want to do is get one of these plates with the little indents in the snot. You want to put it there, like get a 1x1 brick, and then you're going to want to get a 1x2 little slope piece. Snap that right under there, and then a 1x1 stud, and then 2 red plates. You're gonna want to stack 2 1x2 bricks, slap them right under there, add a 1x1 cheese wedge, a little slope piece, and save this for later. Once you have your tail section done, you can go ahead and put that on there. And then what I was saving that 1x1 red tile for is just get a Lego string and put it on there. You put that in there. And then what I did was I got one of these larger slope pieces, put it on there. It just gives it a bit more curvature and, makes it look more aircrafty. And then we can go ahead and put the cockpit back on. And then once you got that string, bring that up there, put it right here, wedge it between this little slope piece, and then there's your upgrades for the tail. Now let's get on to the front. So what I did with the front is lengthened it and modified the propeller, and I'll show you how to do that right here. So once you got all your wings off stuff, so it's a lot easier, you're going to want to go ahead and add another one of these little slope things, and then put your old engine block back on, and put a 1x4 there, 2x4, now we got 1x2, and put 2 of these stacks of 1x4 bricks, and then put a 2x4 plate right there. Put and then by the way, quick note, for this particular part, the Technic rod needs to be, I think, 1 brick shorter than it was before. And then you're just gonna wanna reassemble it as it was before. And then should be good to go on the propeller. And now let's get to the propeller. So what you need for the propeller is one of these little upside down plate thingies, and you're gonna want to make 2 of these little assemblies with this 1x1 piece with the bar and the paddle piece, which is already in the set, so it makes it a lot easier. Then you're going to want to put 1 there, and you want to make another one. Now you put one of these 2x2s on there, and then a 2x2 with a hole in it, and then if you replace the rod with the shorter one, it should just slide right back on there. You put the landing gear back on, and then we can get to the wings. Alright, now let's get to the wings. So for the wings, you're going to want to keep all the stuff that was already in there, but you're going to want to put a 2x4 plate, and one of these ones that slopes back. And then once you got that, on the upper side you get one of these, put that there. This is, I believe, a 1x8, put that there. 2 1x4s right here, one of these little curved slanted plates, another one, and then this 1x6, and then you can just get some pieces to make that cross. And then do the same for the opposite side. You also want to put one of these 2x4 little slanted pieces and one of these 1x2 ones and this little 1x1 here. I would like to credit the wing and tail design to MERCVTIO on Rebrickable. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and this is Skybound Bricks. Like and subscribe.